Alright, we're in the second round here, and we're going to play first. I don't know about 6 land anticipate. I think that's a little bit too sketchy for me. This one we're going to keep because we've got at least some card draw. But yeah, 6 land with an anticipate I think is too questionable. We're going to bottom any land. Alright, we'll keep the pieces. So kind of want to open a swamp since we have Grasp of Darkness in our deck, but we know we're not drawing it next turn. Now we want to play the island because Void Shatter is in our deck. Although, I don't think I would leave up Void Shatter mana. Alright, Sylvan Advocate, sure. So we can pieces or we can read some bones. I guess we read the bones first because read the bones has a life cost that we might not be able to do later. So we'll bottom the lands, transgress and languish. Well, that works for me. Might need to get beat up by Sylvan Advocate for a turn or two, but I guess that more depends on, oh, Dragonlord Silumgar. Yeah, I think we're going to at least take another turn getting hit by Sylvan Advocate because I do kind of want to cast Transgress here. That's a choice to make. So I can actually do pieces or another Read the Bones here instead. I can also just Languish now, although seems as though it could be a problem. I think I'm actually going to Read the Bones again. I guess we can leave one land on top, maybe? No, we probably are going to see another one. Alright, so now I guess we can transgress an ultimate price next turn if we want. Oh, well, he's just attacking. I feel good about that. I feel good about that. So now we can pieces plus ultimate price. Although maybe I just want to pass the turn and leave up anticipate, grasp, and ultimate price. If I play pieces now, it does fill the yard for my thing, but so I guess we grasp here. No play. All right, let's anticipate. All right, we'll take the rise. Although we can find it with Dark Petition. And we do want to make a land drop, so I guess I actually take the land. So let's start it off with transgress. See what I have to deal with. Justice Silumgar and ultimate price and a grasp of darkness. Okay, so let's do the pieces now. Command in case he gets. I think we'll take these two. He's got 2 pieces of spot removal, and at this point we have enough zombies where we can go off. But we're still short on mana for Dark Petition, Rise from the Tides, which we do want to do in one turn, basically. We don't have to, though. There's no, like, absolute need to do that, I guess. So we know our opponent has Ruinous Path, right? And let me just verify. Just write it down in the little text box here. Ultimate price and grasp, and I think that's it. Okay. Price and grasp, got it. Alright, so it looks like our opponent's just going to attack here. We also can't ultimate price the Hissing Quagmire. So I may need to Dark Petition here. I'm going to get 9 zombies, which is enough to get this, so yeah, I guess we can Dark Petition. Granted, I could have cast Crush of Tentacles, but we want the Rise here. So we'll take the Rise. I guess we'll Pieces. I could leave up Clash for 1 too, but I think we'll just Pieces. Actually, I can bounce his I can cast Silmgard. Oh, I don't have 2 targets for it. Alright, well, let's just cast Pieces then. Maybe we find another Transgress or a Double Grasp. Alright, we'll take those. I guess opponent can't activate Quagmire now, but I imagine they're gonna have the mana. Taking Advocate, sure. So we can deal with Advocate. Hopefully we draw a land. That way we can go... Oh. Well, now you can't cast the Advocate. Next turn you can cast the Advocate and attack us for 4, right? Because of the... Okay. That's alright. I think. Languish. Alright, let's cast Rise from the Tides. Get a bunch of dudes. Opponent doesn't have the mana to cast 2 Advocates and do it. Alright, so opponent does have Languish. Sure. So let's just ultimate price. Well, I guess we can leave all our mana up. Oh, I have to discard? Never mind. Let's ultimate price this now. Could still leave up Silumgar's Command. And Clash of Wills, I guess. And Anticipate. Nissa. I think we're just gonna Grasp. Guess I can Anticipate first. Alright. Take care of Nissa. Gonna get hit by hissing Quagmire again, but that's alright. Language seems a little bit less good in this matchup. So I can anticipate now, I guess? Sure. Well, I guess we still want to technically leave up Clash of Wills. We can still grasp his Quagmire and do whatever else is necessary here. Nissa. So I guess we grasp it, and then when he activates Quagmire, we command it? Or do I want to just... I guess it makes more sense to command now. So we'll bounce the Quagmire so we can't attack that, and then... Because otherwise I guess we don't technically have a target. And he already just played a land this turn, so... Yeah, this play makes sense. So we'll anticipate again. There's our second Razzmatazz, so I guess we want that. But this time we might need to leave up the... What are the chances he's got another Languish in there? Let's see. I'm not going to be able to hold up Clash and cast Rise. He already played one Languish. He's got 4 cards in hand. You know, he's got Hissing Quagmire. We know he's got... Let's just hope he doesn't have it. Ah, bummer. Alright, well, it's a pretty big bummer, unfortunately. Now we can basically only win with Crush of Tentacles. Guess we can clash that. I guess we do have a Ruinous Path as well, but we are low on win cons. It does, well, I mean, there's our last win con, so I guess that's good. Problem now is, well, I guess we just have to cast Languish and Crush in the same turn, which doesn't seem too difficult. Unfortunately, we know our opponent's got 2 pieces of removal in hand, so I don't know. We know he's got Ultimate Price, and we know he's got... basically, our opponent ripping that Languish in that timely manner was pretty bad. All right, well, that actually kind of works. Well, our opponent had Grasp of Darkness and Ultimate Price in hand, so basically, we have to find a way to... We have to have enough mana to cast Crush of Tentacles, leave up Void Shatter, and hope that an 8/8 is enough to get us there. Seems difficult. I might need to actually Void Shatter that too. Jeez, our opponent is ripping really good cards here. Like I said, that second Languish, I basically just had to hope they didn't draw a Languish in however many turns since they cast the last Languish. I think it was like 2 or 3 turns. But they'd gotten it. They got it. I'm not even sure if I can keep my crush alive anymore. Guess we cast Read the Bones, sure. Go to 2. Bottom that. Guess we'll transgress. So grasp ultimate price. All right. I'm not sure if we can, like I said, I'm not sure we can win. So let me think about this. I've got 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. So 3 plus 5, 8. At 13 mana, I can cast pieces plus Surge Crush plus counter ultimate price. So I guess that's our game plan. Oh, I got the land. All right. So it's pieces. This has Death Touch, though, so how am I going to deal with that? I do not know. Yeah, he's just going to force us to block, isn't he? Well, we could get a removal off the pieces. So let's do that. That is technically a removal. Unfortunately, not the one I needed. So I have 5 cards left in my deck. This might be a wash here. Might just be done, son. Amazing how much that second language completely changed the scope of this game. Well, all right. This actually could still work. He's going to ultimate price it, end of turn. I bounce the Quagmire. He's got the grasp for the Ruinous Path, I guess, though. So we'll bounce the thing. Too bad our deck takes so long to play. I'm sure, just not playing as efficiently as I should. I mean, I'm already at 14 minutes. This is game 1, which is not fantastic. All right. Playing the Lumbering Falls, okay. I see the issue. So that kills me next turn. I guess we transgress. Nothing. So I Ruinous Path, but then I can't even attack still because he has Grasp. So I'm pretty close to conceding. I guess I get to attack here. Just grasps it, but whatever. I could just look at what cards I have left in my deck, I guess. Alright, we'll concede now. Only because I need to save time. Alright, so... negates a lot of the same stuff we did in the first match, right? We're on the play still, so I still want the clashes. Ruinous Path deals with his planeswalkers. I could do grip. Infinite Obliteration would basically just name Advocate, which I don't love. I actually don't like the languages that much in this matchup anyway. They deal with tracker and stuff, but I think we're actually better off doing mostly spot removal. So I'm going to go down to one language. I'd probably do a grip, though, because it deals with a man land plus a creature. I like that, actually. Mind Rot isn't something I could consider. We probably just want all the hand disruption. And let's figure out our removal. So I still kind of like the Ruinous Paths. Probably can just cut the Anticipates for all this removal. Ruinous Path's pretty versatile, so I probably want that. Maybe we just do 2 Duress and keep it at 3 Transgress. And 2 negates, maybe? Let's try this. Language is pretty good, but like I said, I feel like... in fact, maybe... actually, Grasp is probably a little bit worse, right? It deals with mana lands and stuff, but... it doesn't deal with Advocate very well. We have a Ruinous Path for that, but this seems okay to me. Let's do this. This gives us a lot of 3-ofs, so we're likely to have... hopefully, ideally, have the tools when we need them. Alright, so I do have to play very quickly. We have 2 games to win. Alright, we'll keep this. Alright. So we have the Grasp for that. I think we'll just pass. Alright. Nothing really... probably just takes to read the bones, but we've got pieces, so we're fine. That's odd, but I would have expected to take the read the bones, but I guess fears the read the bones less. I'm not sure. Alright, we'll bottom land and top pieces. Alright. Alright. So let's do estuary, revealing this, go pieces. Find some removal, ultimate price, and guess we want grasp. Get our spot removal because we have the counters in hand. And I think we're just going to leave up negate. We're going to take 2 from this advocate. And we're going to leave up the clash as well. So we're going to take the 2 damage here because we're prioritizing having a counterspell up pretty highly here. Alright, so let's just grasp this guy. Alright, it's pieces again. Dark Petition and a Transgress, I guess. See what we're dealing with? I like that. And pass. So we've got Negate, we've got Clash of Wills. I'm not casting Transgress this turn. Advocate. Sure, we'll just ultimate price it. Alright, Estuary, Swamp, let's Transgress. Green Warden, Silumgar, Ruinous Pat. So he doesn't have a board wipe, that's good news. And we can counter the Green Warden. He doesn't even have, oh no, he does have a second green. So we'll just take the Silumgar, I guess. They're both pretty much the same thing. Let's just, guess we'll take the Green Warden, whatever. So next turn we can go for it. Basically just have to hope he doesn't rip. Let's see. 5. I do have enough to Dark Petition. Let's go for it. We can't leave up the counter, but we saw he didn't have it, so he has to draw it in 2 draw steps, which I think our odds are pretty good there. Oh, he actually drew a counter spell. Well, that's unfortunate for us and extremely fortunate for him. Even made sure our path was clear and not good enough. What a bummer. All right. All right. Let's play this. Let's play our pieces. All the good stuff. All right, let's take Silumgar's Command and a Transgress, I guess. All right. So I guess I can Silumgar's Command and deal with the Quagmire if I need to. I'm going to let that resolve actually so I can just deal with Quagmire and I'm just going to put the counter on this now so I can, well, I guess I can't really F6 though. Problem with the control deck. I'm F2ing, I guess. So he's got, I can counter that, so we'll do so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Two Ruinous Paths in hand. Alright, it's Dark Petition. Rise from the Tides. Cast it. We can still negate. All right. So we managed to win that game in just a few minutes, which is nice. And is there anything on the draw? I definitely like the clashes less, so we'll take those out. And what do I like more on back? Probably more hand disruption, I guess. Just need to make sure he does not have the languish. Right? Right. And I'm keeping one language, like I said, just in case we need to search it up for some reason. I'm trying to think why we would need to. I mean, it doesn't deal with advocates in the late game. It really doesn't deal with tireless trackers. I could just cut the languish and basically take like another grass, just another piece of spot removal so I can go cheaper and I can still deal with man lands. I guess that's probably better. We'll see if this comes back to bite me, but I don't think it will. Um, 5 lands on the draw. I guess we're going to keep. I'm not in love with the 5 landers, but I think you should probably keep them. It's probably in your best interest to keep the... Uh-oh. That's not what we wanted to draw. What are we dealing with here? Silmgar, Tracker, Virulent Plague. Well, we should probably deal with that. That seems like a card we're going to have to deal with. All right, we'll take care of the Plague. The only other way to deal with that would be Silmgar's Command. So we do have other means to deal with it. Not playing the Tireless Tracker, which actually makes sense. I should probably write down once again what my opponent revealed, right? Tracker, which they're probably just going to play right now. Dragon Lord and Ruinous Path. It's kind of interesting they're keeping in the Ruinous Path. I don't know if that tells me they just don't have anything better. Kind of unsure on that. So I assume Tireless Tracker is going to come out, which will have to ruin his path. He's going to get a card off of it, though. Yes, as expected. Tracker. All right. Let's path this now. Otherwise, too much value gained. Oh. Should probably tap my mana, right? Sure. Still quite a ways away from Rise being good, but I can Dark Petition for pieces of the puzzle to help fill the yard for Rise, which I might just have to do. Now I guess I kind of want a Dark Petition for something that deals with Nissa, but I think it's probably still in our best interest to still 2 lands from this. Getting to the dangerous point there. Alright, we can just Ruinous Path as well. And that lets me Dark Petition as well. Alright, we'll just take care of this guy now. I might actually want to save it. I can... Well, I can't dilly-dally around. We know our opponent's got Dragon Lord and Ruinous Path and a Lumbering Falls in hand. Alright, let's just take care of it then. We're going to have to do it at some point. And we can still Mage Ring Network. And next turn we can Dark Petition for pieces of the puzzle as well as cast it. And really start to fill that yard for Rise from the Tides. First time I've run into the Virulent Plague. It was warned about by commenters, but thankfully I've not had the misfortune of running into it, so lucky. Uh-oh, something huge. Oh, all right, well, that's fine. So now we just know about Ruinous Path. Not sure what the other card is. Alright, well, we drew the piece of the puzzle now, so maybe I just want to do that instead. There's a Grip. And Crush is not bad, though. Let's do Crush and Grip. I like that. And then we'll pass. Ah, Duress. Bummer. Well, I assume they take the Grip. It's not a huge deal, I guess. Oh, took the Rise from the Tides. Well, that's great news for us. I mean, we only have one left, I guess, but we can find it. Alright, so we're going to actually activate it main phase now that we know our opponent's got Silumgar's Command in there. We want to make sure we just kill everything. Can I do Grip plus Crush? Do I have that luxury? Probably not, right? That'd be too good. We want to take out the Death Touch land, though. I would need 11 mana to do that. There's no way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm still too short. Too short of that. But we know our opponent's last card is Ruinous Path, so that's good news. Let's just Grip now, take care of these things. So I'm going to have 8 things in yard when I Dark Petition. Last card we know about is Ruinous Path, right? So there is one unknown in our opponent's hand. And we have a negate, I guess, if they have something actually spicy here. Well, so we know just a Ruinous Path? Sure. Can crack the clue, however. Let's Duress. Get rid of that Ruinous Path. And then we can actually Crush, too, which is pretty sweet. So this way, opponent does get to cast the Nissa thing again, but the good news is we can Dark Petition for... We're getting to the point where we can Dark Petition for Rise from the Tides, wait a turn, and leave up Negate. We're basically a mana away from that, and Majoring Network can get us to that point. That's what he top decked? All right. He top decked probably one of 3 actual pieces of spot removal that can deal with it. I mean, I guess I should be thankful it wasn't a Dragonlord Silumgar, but I almost would have preferred that, because then I could just Dark Petition and take care of it. Alright, let's just do this now. So as long as my opponent doesn't get something nuts here, we're okay, because then we can just negate other things that matter. Opponent still gets to attack, though. Opponent can still smash in for 9, remember, because of this thing. But that's alright. Ooh, let's just see what we're dealing with here. Nothing. Sure. Can actually leave 1 zombie back for emergencies. Because even though he can double block here, he takes 14 and we're still going to definitely have lethal with enough zombies next turn. So I don't know exactly what this is keeping me safe from, but let's just say I'm being overly cautious. Because now that we have negate protection, we should be good. He even top decked the answer too. Jeez. How scary. Does not get closer than that. Does not get closer than that. All right. Yeah, that's a good match to win. Beat Virulent Plague, beat Sylvan Advocate. These are very problem cards for us, so I'm glad we could beat those. Opponent did not make it easy for us. All right. We'll see you in the final round of the day.